So go see a film.
Hi, we are live.
Molweni Betuna and welcome to Conversations with Z. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is the month of August and I've decided to invite a woman on my channel just to talk about real life experiences and the things that we go through as women. I have not told her what we're going to talk about simply because she was like, so whatever, just do you. And then in me trying to do me, I don't even know what I'm going to ask him. And this morning I went to a hike, so I didn't really have the time to prepare. But again, here we are.
I like this.
And yeah, we're going to shoot. I haven't even introduced who she is. I think she's going to introduce herself.
I like that you're not prepared because I'm never prepared.
And I'm at so much ease, even though I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I think your space and the energy in your space is very calm. Guys, you can see there's plants in the corner. There's some beach vibes in this house. Oh, nice, man. It's a nice environment. It says a lot about the person that you are. And that's no mask, by the way. So this is the first time you've gone. Okay, so you introduce yourself.
Hi. Flip. Yolanda, Sihlali. I always said welcome to my channel. Molweni Betuna, Yolanda, and just here to have a conversation with Z.
Oh, so you also tell them about your channel, how they can follow you and what your channel is about.
Okay, so Yolanda, Sihlali. I have a lot of different segments in my channel. I speak about life experiences, like what I've experienced in my life, like guys. If you want to know about you can go to my channel. I also have a segment that's called My Sexuality is Not a Phase. So my sexuality is not a phase is basically queer people talking about their queerness. So you can find that. What else do I do? Games and crazy shit. I just whatever I think about.
There's a lot that you do, so people can just go to your channel to check out what it is that you actually do. Yeah. And speaking about your channel, what drove you? What inspired you to do the My Sexuality is because when I check your channel, you have a lot of views or viewers. When it comes to that, So what made you decide to talk about my sexuality is not a phase?
Okay, like as a content creator, I'm always thinking about what can I do next? What can I do next? So when I was thinking, the month of August last year, it's amazing that we're doing August.
Wow, happy anniversary.
Last year I was like thinking Women's Month. I was like, okay, what am I gonna do for Women's Month? And then that's when I thought of my sexuality is not a phase. When I want queer women to talk about their sexuality and help other people understand. I don't know, guys.
You're gonna outgrow your sexuality.
You're not gonna outgrow it. Yes, you're gonna keep changing and becoming new person. But who you are is who you are, and sexuality is not getting the recognition that it deserves, and people are just not understanding. So my sexuality is not a phase. I chose to do in August because I wanted to do something for Women's Month and for women. And then when I got the response that I got from the people I was asking to become a part of the series, like a lot of people were saying yes to that. And then I thought, okay, now I can't just limit it to August. Let me keep doing it as long as I can, So now my sexuality is not a phase, just an ongoing project. So anyone who wants to be a part of my sexuality is not a phase,
they must follow you.
Comment section, Uti, I want to be, because I'm going to be watching your
comments. Okay.
They must comment and say, I want to be, my sexuality is not a phase, a part of it. If you're in Cape Town, if you're not in Cape Town, we can figure it out because I like to travel.
Okay. Also, Mamela, this girl, she overshares in her channel. Like when she gets personal, she gets really personal, right? So what's the point of actually bringing her to my channel? First, as I've said, it is Women's Month, and I want to share experiences about women. And I've watched a lot of her content and how real she gets, how personal she gets. And sometimes I'm like, yo, I don't think I would have shared that. You understand that?
Where the content.
But like when I was like this week, I was watching. I joined the UCT. Where Uchimamanda was one of the guest speakers, right? And then she said to Bana, when you're a storyteller, when it gets juicy, when you're cringing, when you're doubting if should I share this, that's when you should actually share it because it gives your story a texture. So I was like, hey, Yolanda that does that. And I wish I had the courage to do that as well. Now, getting to izinto uke udathi bana serious, and guys, I'm not serious. Channel is very serious. My content is serious, and out of all the things as fun that she does on her channel, I chose the serious stuff to talk about.
That's
so
serious. Wow.
not really, but the content is serious. Okay. So you spoke on your channel, right? You spoke about your being sexually abused when you were younger, right? And how you said a lot of things. So a lot of girls, as it is Women's Month, we understand that girls do get sexually assaulted and all of that, and it's not easy to talk about certain things. Nandena's Boza, when I was watching that, at the young age, I'm not sure how old you were, but I do know that you were young. When that was happening, did you think of telling someone? Okay, if you didn't tell anyone, what were you scared of the most? When you chose not to say anything, what were you scared of the most? Okay, a background story, guys, because you don't know what I'm talking about.
You must go watch.
Yeah, you must go and watch the actual video. It's gonna be more. It's gonna be longer. It's gonna be more.
Give her a short.
Yeah, but a short description of what I've learned through that video. She was sexually abused by a family member, and then for the longest time she kept quiet and didn't share that with the rest of the family. Right. So what I want to know is that what made you to not speak? Because with the same generation, and at that time, schooling some when I was that age, like this primary, we were told, "Bana, if you must do this." So if let's say because it's schooling I've been taught this, but obviously I've never gone through that, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh, shit. Is this the time I take a shot? I think so. You should pour it for me. I think at first I didn't know that something was wrong.
Sorry.
I think for you to know that something shouldn't be happening, someone should tell you this shouldn't be happening. So there was a time in my life where I thought this is normal, and when I realized that it's not, I was just scared now because why didn't I say anything before, like at first, So now, when you go for a long time not saying something, it gets harder to say it, So now I really, at first, honestly, I didn't think anything was wrong. And when I felt something was wrong because this doesn't feel right when it's happening to me, but I thought it was normal, but this is just a guy, life is. And then at some point, when I was like, no, it shouldn't be about time. I was like, it's just, when it was too much of a drag to a point where I just couldn't say anything anymore because I haven't said anything for such a long time. And then for me, the real stress came when I started my period. And periods I was so inconsistent. I was like, oh fuck, what's going on? Like, even like when I realized that sex makes people pregnant, and then when you're on a period, I thought that sexual assault from many, many years ago, now that I've started my period, it's gonna make me pregnant. We don't go.
And when you finally did say ubana ubanbani, and on your channel you actually name him, like ubanbani did this to me, and the family responded in the way that it did. You understand? So what happens then after they watched, if they watched the channel?
So if anyone says anything, then we will see there. No one has said anything yet.
Have you met him?
His family. I see him a lot. I was with him, I think, last year. It was my other cousin's birthday party. Cousin Yambi, 21st. So I was hired as a photographer. So I was there, and he was there, and family.
So it's a whatever. Is it not awkward? Is it not awkward facing the person that had been abusing you as a child?
I chose to forgive.
Okay.
So in forgiveness, you if you choose to forgive, then you choose to be okay. Go on. So it's been chilled. Like I saw him, and I think Naye, he was very young when he did this because he's not that much older than me.
Okay.
He was very young, so I chose to allow childhood mistakes to be that.
Okay.
It damaged me, yeah, but I chose
to just move on. I also just want to know, because on Twitter people write certain things, especially like if one person, maybe a public figure or someone that's famous gets raped, like this, then it becomes some sort of vibe, everyone speaks about it. And then what I want to know is, and they share this, but sometimes when they actually now having sex with their partners, they get triggered. Do you have those things where you have flashbacks or where you get triggered?
Yo, I remember one night I was drunk, and there's this guy, we close as friends, we like friends, but we really like each other. And I remember one time, one win at home. How we know?
Basic.
So say quiet. Can't feel like it's hanging because we like also feel saturated. That's what I'm Lila. Like, I'm glad it happened to someone.
Because we're awkward if we know when you to Lila.
We didn't fight, but like that Lila, and for me, I was asking him what his intentions are about me, and I was okay. I'm gonna say this for the first time on YouTube on your channel.
He has to manifest.
Manifest. There was a time where being with December, not this last December, like December normal, we locked down. Yeah, 16. Late, partying up in cool late, and then I low way. And then this guy, not living to another one, but this guy saying, well, I like his energy, I like his vibe. And we were laughing, I got drunk. And then my mind, when you're drunk, your mind leaves your body. Like I don't know, like just saying that I don't know how else to explain. But I remember when my mind came back, when I came back to my senses, this is a long this is a long and he wasn't talking. That's when my mind, like, I woke up and then I'm like, what the fuck? You want it? So now I got confused as how, but do I call that rape or what? We were having a good time together, but I didn't give him the consent to do that. Now, can't we be friendly to men without like having that? But now this guy don't really secrets, right? And I asked him what his intentions are about me because I want to know. I like knowing.
Like that.
So that and I made the choice. When I was asking him, and then I told him this story that I just told you, and then I started crying, and it was a lot, and like.
You remember?
So I don't know. Like I think when it comes to what happened to me as a child, I've forgiven and I've moved. I've worked with myself. But then when it happens again now as an adult, you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
It's like it's following you. Like it happened. Like why is this coming back to me
why
again?
Is it happening? Why
am I attracting
why
this?
Me?
Yeah.
And you're open the cute now. The cuteness, because like I'm just too cute.
Too hot to resist.
No excuse.
Oh my! Like okay, moving right along. So then, fast forward, you then get to an age, or not an age again, but you get to a point where you then wanna actually have sex, and you intentionally like now have sex for whatever reason, and gonna fast forward. This is another story that you spoke about in your channel. Hectic sana apha mna andazithenga kangathi uyazifuna ezi question. Deep guys. I'm all about being deep. I don't do shallow even in friendships or relationships.
Were you gonna give me the questions before?
Yeah.
No, I don't like that.
So that you tell me if you're comfortable or not, because I don't want to like be awkward.
Can we just say when you ask me a question I'm not comfortable with, I'm not gonna answer it.
So I'm gonna answer because I'm going to tell you.
It's time you're in the video.
Oh, so I'm deleting part.
This our sister.
Okay, let's hope that you agree to everything. Fast forward,
But I'm an open book.
You are gonna agree because you spoke about it on your channel. Anyways, so you then get to a point you agree to you give consent, you have sex, whatever, and then boom, you get pregnant. And how old were you? 15?
14, I think.
14.
14 or 15.
Or 15. Then you get pregnant. What is the most difficult part about being pregnant at 15? Like when you discover that like I'm pregnant. What is the most difficult thing? Okay, do you think that I can handle it? Because how we teenagers, their opinions, you think you are above the
law.
Yeah. So what was that like being pregnant at 15?
I didn't get enough time to get to a point where I can answer the question. Because I got pregnant, I think in November. And then with December, I got to the Eastern Cape. And I didn't know I'm pregnant, obviously. But December, I said Eastern Cape, I spent a lot of time in Eastern Cape. I started feeling pregnant. Like I started feeling like something's going on, I think in January. And then I think I really started feeling something in February, actually. Feb. So you wanna go, it's like, okay, fuck, I'm pregnant. What the fuck, you know?
Fuck, I'm screwed.
Fuck. I know. I was not a promiscuous child. But you know, when you don't know pregnancy, you know, at that age, I was not at an age where I could understand. Because I had sex for the first time on my birthday in October with my boyfriend at the time. And then, young November, young December, that pain, now December. And then with December, I had sex with a guy, a childhood boyfriend, Eastern Cape. So when I realized I was pregnant, I was like,
That's the first. She didn't say that in her channel.
Oh, I didn't.
You didn't. So I was
because by the time
maybe you were promiscuous.
No.
Yeah,
No, when I said it on my channel, I had already known who it was because I had already gone to the doctor and found out how many months I'm pregnant. So then I knew. But when I was pregnant, I was like, oh, what the fuck is going on? I'm pregnant.
So your main anxiety.
My boyfriend, I started to sign, and then I've been write off in life. So I was going through a lot to go through everything. I couldn't go through. I was going through. Who the fuck am I going to be pregnant? And I was going through. Fuck. How am I gonna deal with being pregnant? Who am I gonna tell? And honestly, personally, I was gonna be quiet about it until but I got sick and I had to be taken to a doctor. So that's when but had it gone okay in my way, I would have been pregnant until the end.
Until
was born and then
Mamela, you get pregnant, so you saw that stresses are going to so bad.
Yeah, I'm only 15.
You're only 15. Like, it's stress, but you're hectic 99. You're school, hectic 99. When you're like, oh my gosh, I'm having a baby on the way. Fast forward, because then, as I've said, if you want the rest of the story, go to her channel. Fast forward, your mom finds out that you are pregnant, and then she decides, you know what, my child is not gonna have a child. She's only 15. She does what she felt as a parent was best for you, right? This is me saying just and then she's like, you understand? You find out you're 5 months pregnant, right? 5 months pregnant at the time being 5
March.
Yeah, but at that time it was not legal to do an abortion when you're that far, right? But your mom is like, you know what, I'm gonna do whatever it takes. She decides to go to a back door, right, to commit
the suicide.
the abortion, you guys. She decided to go there, and it was recommended by an actual doctor that is legal, but
This was from an up and down.
yeah. What was the most traumatic thing that you remember on the experience of the abortion? Like, what was most traumatic?
Right in a short to me, no?
I was like,
it was the giving birth to a fetus. I think that was most traumatic for me, like giving birth, and then on top of that, like then my mom looks at the child to try to gender the child. Like, why are we even doing that? Why does it even matter what gender the child is? Dead. So traumatic for me was giving birth.
Like when Yolanda, so sorry, like when you were telling the story, right? And you were like, then the first time when you it was supposed, the fetus was supposed to come out, it didn't. And then you had to like get other pills to make it come out. And then there were complications. Now the sister had to come. We understand that. To put more pills and help you to the fetus. And then now the fetus is taken and then wrapped around a newspaper in a plastic bag. Yeah, like that was like, this is when I was like, yeah, she does share. So I was like
I shared that much?
You shared
I need
that
to watch
part.
that video.
And it's actually good that you shared that part, because I was like at 15 and then we did about job, maybe like
what does it matter?
It's now you remind about this was an actual baby, because sometimes like when people do abortions, they're like, it's a fetus, but now when they at a point where they want to check, like it's a reminder, okay, this is actually alive. We understand. But anyways, moving forward, please, from that thing, what are your views on abortion in general? Because you had already named your child, like ngoku, like what are your views on that?
I think everyone should make their own choices, because there was a time when I was abortion after mine, and she was comfortable to speak to me about abortion because I had told her. So she made her own choice, and she wanted to do it, and she made the decision because of the circumstances that she saw. And I feel like now is not the time for me to have a child. So I'm not against abortion, but I feel like it needs to be someone's
choice, must not be imposed. Okay. Now there's so then do we stop?
No.
Okay, so now there's a happy ending. It's not really, well, it is a happy ending, because for the first time I heard from someone that has actually donated eggs.
Oh yeah.
You understand? When you said Gumbana, you donated, you became an egg donor to help women that cannot conceive, to actually conceive. For him, that was the most beautiful thing. It was a rainbow. You understand? So like, I guess I don't know, but I was in
wow, yeah.
So like, what made you decide when I want to be helping women that cannot conceive? What inspired that decision?
It was a selfish choice for me to begin with, because I wanted to find out if I can make babies, like if I can conceive. So egg donation, then you get all the tests. I couldn't afford to do the test for myself, but I got donate my child by test, fertile, 10, and then so then I got to find out for myself, but actually fertile. Secondly, then I needed the money as well, because I got paid to donate my eggs.
Is it a lot of money?
It was 7K.
Okay.
7,000.
But there's a requirement that you need to meet. or can I just go and donate? Because there is 7K, this will take a phone.
Yeah, you think okay. There are some questions you're gonna have to answer and stuff, but I think it's not that deep.
Okay.
But you can only do it so many times. Like I think you're only allowed to donate 5 times. And then another thing, when my doctor kept telling me, "Bana, your donation pulled through. She's pregnant. She's got twins." That was it made me happy.
Yeah, that was really beautiful, man. Like for me, you guys, please when you do edit the video, please put the name of the place, or you can say the name of the place.
It's Baby to Mom.
Baby to Mom.
I can I'm gonna send you details as the agent, yeah. You can write them on the description.
Yeah.
Her name and Jennifer something and her number. I still have her number. So whoever wants to donate can just call Jenney and
donate an egg. Like as much as it was a selfish decision, you wanted the money and you wanted to find out if you can actually conceive after the experience that you've had. So uyazihlaba inalithi zisendifuna uqonda
uyazihlaba uzifake efrijini umane uthathe uzitofe because your eggs then need to be fed up ngala mini ayokhusha ngayo uyasindwa because usindwa ngamaqanda amakhulu.
I think azoziyenza lo iyamosha umzimba like guys nahleli nomzimba udlabadlaba andikambi nayo nomntana so like xa ndenze la donation it doesn't affect you.
It's like having your period. So if your periods affect you, then but it doesn't affect you.
Can you have sex when you're in the process of donating? In case you meet,
because now your eggs are fertilized. Bafake fertilizer. Because I think on my first donation, my 14. On my second donation, my 7. Obviously, they're gonna make them pregnant again, and whatever pulls. Yeah, well, so that's how one of my donations had twins.
Yes, child. Like okay, that was the whole like. Just that basically up. Basically, like the main things that I had called you up here for is to discuss those things simply because it is an experience, right? It is a lived experience. And the only reason why this is very deep, I feel like YouTube is very bubblegummy. Like in terms of okay, it's me accountability does to get please mamela andithabani mabangadlali guys dlalani ndiyazibukela zazinam for udlala ndihleke but like the only reason why I started this channel is for people to relate to the content because sometimes you don't know which decision to take and when you bump into such content then you're like you know what I've always wanted to donate eggs but I didn't know how to. Now this conversation happens. So I hope that people have actually learned a lot of lessons. I've learned forgiveness. I've learned not to impose like from you. Like sometimes we say bana but for you to decide peace and forgiveness, that's something I'm taking away from this. This is I'm also taking away bana, you know what, there's always a rainbow at the end of whatever situation that you go through. And I love how you're owning your truth. No one can use your truth against you. You understand that you wear inyani yako and you make content out of it and people watch it and they find it relatable. Just to say to people that you're not alone. Anyways, for abantu ababukeleyo whatever what we're doing right now, what do you want them to take away from this video?
Okay, firstly, you know, what has happened with me doing my channel and sharing my abortion story and sharing all these stories, I've had people who are unable to comment in the comment section because they don't want to be known. Umntana from Facebook and inboxel athi mamela ndibukele video ku YouTube I need help, can I talk to you? Ukona, one child, she was 17. Wabukela my abortion story right after she did an abortion. So one WhatsApp, one day inbox said, yo, I need someone to talk to. You wanted this and this and this. What's gonna happen now? And she kept asking me through the process. I was with her through the process. And yeah, now what I like is that she chose to do the abortion, but she had someone like me to like talk to mana uzoba right. No. Amane ngicela ngale uyimithi sileyo ndithi didn't advise because obviously I'm 10 years older than her. Like I was 27 when I'm not
28
like naye
not 27 28
like naye, and I was able to help her through the process because she didn't have her sister was not that involved and her mom. So I can.
Oh, it's better to talk to a stranger.
I appreciate that I can be that bigger sister. So like I don't remember what the question was.
The question was, what do you want people to take away from this? I think you were going to Bana. If someone relates and they want to ask and they can't comment because of the stigma around sexual assault, around abortion, and all of that, they can just
text me on Facebook. Facebook on Yolisa.
Yolisa,
Facebook. But if you search my full name, Yolanda Rachel Sihlali, you will find me on Instagram.
Yeah.
I think people should just what's deep, man?
It's fine if I lesson
Be great. And whatever you're going through right now, it shall pass.
It shall pass. There's nothing that I say. I don't give the lessons. I call the people, they give the experiences. You take away the lesson. Thank you guys for watching. Please do subscribe to her channel. Nina's this seriousness. She's gonna create a game. And then I'm gonna go to her channel. You're gonna see this fun side of me. So yeah. So please do subscribe to her channel. I'm gonna leave your handle on where to follow her. Please subscribe to my channel.
Of course.
Who didn't this road to 500? Guys, please subscribe.
Guys, the good road to 1K. So you're gonna subscribe to her channel so that you bring her to 500, and then you're gonna subscribe to my channel
to
bring
give it
to
1,000. Yeah. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and do leave a feedback on the comment section. I've enjoyed this interview. Bye, you guys.
Bye.